Yes, guys, some crazy shit going on in the world right now. World War III, fuel prices are skyrocketing, the stock market crashing. It's fucking mental. And I can only imagine how a lot of people are feeling right now, because it feels similar to like the build up to COVID, right? When everything started happening and the world was going mad. And I remember so clearly that feeling of like feeling trapped in the city and just being so vulnerable and so dependent on this fucked up evil system. And it feels like that again, not for me personally, because I'm in a completely different position now. Since my awareness increased about the way the world really is, I've been actively, proactively, you could say, structuring my life around that fact, so that I feel that myself and my family, and that's led on to a community as well, having a degree of independence and security, right? Having access to land, access to our own water supplies and energy supplies and food supplies. So although things are getting very crazy again, I personally feel that I've done as much as is humanly possible, and therefore I have a bit more of a, you could say, stoic feeling towards the events that are unfolding right now. However, I imagine a lot of people that have the awareness but haven't managed to position themselves with any real degree of security and independence from this mainstream system where all of this evil is being perpetrated. I can imagine there's a lot of fear right now. And like, my page has been dedicated since I started this page to helping people. At first it was more of a general lifestyle thing, home education, home birthing my children, diet and lifestyle, things like that. However, as we begun this journey to, you know, become farmers and try and build a resilience against the agenda, the page has been heavily focused on that. It progressed into more specifically trying to help people to do what we've done, to get some land and become farmers. And we spent a long time and a lot of energy trying to do that, and we've had a good degree of success. Like, we've helped people buy land, helped people start farms. We continue to help people to do that. However, I realized along the way that the vast majority of people, probably 99% plus, do not want to or cannot, for various reasons, do what we have done, i.e. buy a piece of land and start a farm and build a community all from scratch, or even not from scratch, just even running this is such a massive task. Just most people cannot or will not or don't want to do that, right? However, that does not mean that people should still not be taking action. I'll go a little bit deeper, but I believe that we all have a divine purpose in life, right? And that what's going on in the world now is at a very fundamental level evil, right? The things that we see playing out in mainstream society, these wars, the harm against children, the poisoning of the food supply and the water supply, all of these things, they are evil at a fundamental level, right? And the solution to evil is always and will always be to bring more good into the world, not to fight the evil, to bring more good into the world. And I believe that the force that drives projects like ours, and the awareness that people are watching this video have, and the feeling that they have that they need to do something about it, is the force of good. It's the opposite, right? It's the counter force to evil. And I also believe that if we really, really, really wish to harness and utilize that force to move ourselves in a direction away from the evil, then we all need access to something like this, right? Because there's no way you are ever going to be able to fulfill your divine potential. You're ever going to be able to live a free, positively impactful, service-based life if you are trapped inside that system, right? Surrounded and dependent upon all of that evil. And the reason I say that is because I don't want people to believe that you have to come and be a farmer, that you have to buy land, that you have to borrow hundreds of thousands of pounds, that you have to build a community from scratch. Like, all of these things we've done, that is our journey. That was our divine journey, I believe. That was our purpose in life. And we were meant to do that. And that is one version of pursuing a life of freedom. But there's many other versions, right? And I don't want people to feel overwhelmed to the point that they just do not stop. All you have to do is listen to your conscience, listen to your heart, and take some kind of action. And at a really fundamental level, guys, everyone needs access to land. Everyone needs independent water, energy, and food. They need access to those things. Everyone is going to need, and does need now, a like-minded, awake community. These are things that everyone can pursue and gain access to and make progress towards right now. There's nothing stopping anyone from doing that, right? And I'm going to plug our network now, and I know I plug our network hard every day at the end of every video, right? But the reason I do that is because I believe in what we're doing. This may not come across like this on social media, because I know that I just make attention grabbing, entertaining, highly engaging videos that sell the network at the end of it. right? But real talk, I 100% believe in what we're doing. The reason I've started the network is because I want to positively impact the world. I want to provide a space where awake people can connect and make real moves towards freedom. I tried to do that at first by helping everyone be a farmer. Like I said, realized that really the vast majority of people, 99% plus, aren't going to be farmers, don't want to, don't need to. It's not their divine mission. However, everyone needs access to land. You are never going to have a life of freedom, and we collectively are never going to create freedom if we do not have the fucking fundamentals: land, water, energy, food, yeah, community, the real things that matter in life, yeah. And that is what we are trying to do with our network. We are trying to help people get those things. So I want you to know, if you're scared right now and you're looking at the world and you're like, oh my fucking god, this is crazy, what the fuck are we going to do? Go back to the basics, right? And we have made a space that will help you move towards getting those basics.